A few summers ago, I had tomato plants that looked beautiful from a distance. Tall vines, lots of leaves, plenty of flowers. But when harvest season came, the tomatoes were disappointing. Small fruit, sunscald damage, bare stems, and far fewer tomatoes than I expected. At first, I blamed the weather. Then I blamed fertilizer. But the real problem was something I thought I was doing correctly the entire time: pruning. More specifically, over-pruning. And once I changed the way I pruned my tomato plants, the difference was incredible. The plants stayed healthier, the fruit got larger, and the harvest lasted much longer into summer. Today, I'll show you the common pruning mistakes that quietly reduce tomato production and the simple way to prune for healthier plants and bigger harvests instead. And later, I'll also show you the old-school pruning trick many experienced gardeners still use to protect tomatoes during extreme summer heat. Welcome back to Senior Garden Advisor. I'm glad you're here. If you enjoy simple gardening tips that actually work, especially for tomatoes, peppers, and easy backyard growing, you're in the right place. And don't feel bad if you've been pruning too aggressively. Most gardeners were taught that more pruning automatically means more tomatoes, but tomatoes don't always work that way. In fact, too much pruning often stresses the plant and reduces production. The problem usually starts slowly. A gardener removes a few lower branches, then a few more. Then suddenly half the plant is gone. And while the plant may temporarily look cleaner, underground the roots and fruit production can begin struggling. Here's why this happens. Tomato plants rely heavily on their leaves. Those leaves aren't just extra growth, they act like tiny solar panels. They collect sunlight and convert it into energy the plant uses to grow roots, flowers, and fruit. When too many leaves are removed, the plant loses part of its energy system. That means less energy for tomato production. And during hot summer weather, the problem gets even worse, because leaves also protect tomatoes from direct sunlight. Without enough leaf coverage, tomatoes can develop sunscald, those pale white or yellow burn spots that ruin fruit quality. Now here's where things get interesting. Not all pruning is bad. In fact, proper pruning can absolutely help tomato plants stay healthier. The key is knowing what to remove and what to leave alone. One of the biggest mistakes gardeners make is removing too many suckers. If you're new to tomato pruning, suckers are the small shoots that grow between the main stem and a branch. And yes, removing some suckers can improve airflow and reduce disease, but removing every single sucker often backfires, especially on determinate tomato varieties. Determinate tomatoes naturally grow to a certain size and produce most of their fruit within a shorter window. When heavily pruned, these plants may lose a large percentage of future tomato clusters. That's a painful mistake during peak season. Indeterminate tomatoes are a little different. These continue growing and producing fruit all season. With indeterminate plants, moderate pruning usually works best. I personally like leaving 1 or 2 strong sucker stems near the bottom of the plant. Those extra stems often become productive fruiting branches later, and surprisingly, they also help shade the tomatoes during extreme heat. Most mature tomato plants can easily support 2 or 3 productive stems if they're properly staked or caged. That balance keeps airflow healthy without stripping the plant bare. And here's another mistake many gardeners never realize they're making: pruning during extreme afternoon heat. Tomatoes become stressed during high temperatures, especially above 90 degrees Fahrenheit. If large sections are pruned during intense heat, the plant can struggle for several days afterward. That stress sometimes leads to flower drop. So instead, try pruning early in the morning when temperatures are cooler. The plant recovers much faster. And always use clean pruning snips or scissors. Dirty tools can spread disease from plant to plant surprisingly quickly, especially fungal diseases. Now let's talk about lower branches. because this is one place where pruning truly helps. Lower leaves that touch the soil are often the first place diseases begin. Rain splashes soil upward onto those leaves, and that's how many fungal problems spread. Removing the bottom 6 to 12 inches of lower growth helps improve airflow and reduce disease pressure dramatically. This becomes especially important during humid summer weather. But again, moderation matters. You don't want to remove half the plant trying to create airflow. You simply want enough breathing room near the soil. And this next mistake causes problems for thousands of gardeners every year: pruning weak plants too aggressively. When tomato plants already look stressed, yellowing leaves, drooping stems, slow growth, heavy pruning usually makes things worse. The plant needs energy to recover, and those leaves are part of the recovery system. So if a plant already looks weak, prune lightly and focus first on proper watering and nutrition. Most mature tomato plants prefer deep watering roughly every 3 to 5 days, depending on weather and soil type. Shallow daily watering often creates weak surface roots. Deep watering encourages roots to grow 2 to 3 feet deeper into the soil, and stronger roots support healthier vines and larger fruit production. Now let me share a little senior gardener tip. One of the easiest ways to reduce pruning problems is simply using mulch. A 2-inch layer of straw, shredded leaves, or grass clippings helps regulate soil moisture and keeps lower leaves cleaner. That means fewer disease issues and less need for aggressive pruning later. Mulch also keeps roots cooler during heat waves, and tomatoes absolutely love stable soil temperatures. Now here's the part most gardeners miss. Tomato plants actually communicate stress very clearly. You just need to learn how to read them. For example, slight afternoon drooping during extreme heat is often completely normal. But if the plant still looks wilted early in the morning, that's usually a sign of water stress. Leaves curling tightly upward can signal heat stress or over-pruning exposure. And pale tomatoes with white patches often point towards sunscald from too much leaf removal. The plant is constantly telling you what it needs. You simply learn to observe. And honestly, experienced gardeners often prune less than beginners because they understand balance, not perfection. Now let's talk seasonal progression. Early in the season, light pruning helps young plants establish strong airflow and healthy structure. But by midsummer, tomato plants need more leaf coverage to protect developing fruit from intense sunlight. That means pruning strategies should change as the season changes. Young spring plants and mature July plants have very different needs. Container tomatoes also require extra caution. Because container soil heats up faster, heavily pruned container plants often become stressed much more quickly than garden bed tomatoes. If you grow in containers, leave extra foliage whenever possible during hot weather. Now let me show you the old-school gardener trick I promised earlier. Many experienced gardeners intentionally leave a few extra outer branches on the southwest side of the plant. Why? Because that side usually receives the harshest afternoon sun. Those extra leaves act like natural sunscreen for the tomatoes underneath. Simple, free, and surprisingly effective during brutal summer heat waves, especially in July and August. So, let's bring it all together. If you want healthier tomato plants and larger harvests, avoid removing too many leaves. Don't strip every sucker from the plant. Prune lightly during cooler morning hours. Only remove lower, diseased, or soil-touching branches. Use mulch to reduce disease pressure naturally. And remember that tomatoes need leaf coverage to protect fruit from heat and sun damage. The goal is not creating the cleanest-looking plant. The goal is creating the healthiest, most productive plant possible. And usually, balance beats aggressive pruning every time. If this video helped, subscribe to Senior Garden Advisor for more simple gardening tips that make growing easier and more productive. And I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. What's been your biggest tomato growing challenge this year? And if you want to learn the watering mistake that secretly ruins tomato harvests for many gardeners, watch this next video right here.